Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the Course Creator Community Podcast. I'm your host, Jono, and I am super excited because we've got an awesome guest on the line this week, all the way from Canada, and it's 8 p.m. over there, right? I'm ready to go to bed at 8 p.m. This person's here on a podcast. It's probably, is it snowing like crazy where you are?
Actually, yes, we just got a huge blizzard a few days ago. It was pretty chaotic in the city. So we do have lots of snow right now.
One of my friends lives in Canada, probably same part as you, because I think that the time zones are the same. And she posted a photo on her Facebook of like her car basically covered
Yeah,
in snow.
it
And I
was
thought,
it was it was big news. We don't normally get that much snow. I think it was the biggest like dump of snow in the last 20 years. So yeah, people's cars were buried.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
joke because I'm from Australia,
No.
right? I'm like, is
Yeah.
this a cartoon? And she's like, no, this is my real car. But anyway, we're grateful for having you on
Yes.
at this time here. Little bit about this person. She's a TikTok marketing expert. Last time I checked, she's got something like 280 followers on TikTok. Still at that number there, are we? Or
280,000.
oh, yes. Sorry, I've got the thousand at the end there. She
Yeah.
runs courses on TikTok. She does coaching on TikTok. She's got a blog on TikTok, a Facebook group on TikTok. She's got a weekly
Yep.
trend report that she sends out. Basically, anything to do with TikTok, you want to follow this person. So, without further ado, let me introduce the one and only Ms. Wave Wyld. Wave, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to talk TikTok.
Me too. Now, Wave, I like to start all my podcasts off with a quote or mantra that inspires you or fires you up. Have you got one?
Yes, I have one. And this is one I repeat to myself often. And it is more mindset related. We know how much mindset is a huge part of being an entrepreneur. And it comes from Rumi, and it's live life as everything is rigged in your favor.
Mm,
And it's just a good reminder that, the world is not against you, right? And how you can take this, how to take a different outlook on life, maybe when things are kind of getting you down or you're having a bad day.
love that.
Yeah.
It's similar to the oldie, is the glass half full or it's half empty?
Mhm.
I'm a
Yeah.
half full guy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's doesn't really change. I mean, it's whether you're half full or half empty, the thing's the same, but it's a whole nother
Mhm.
philosophy and a whole nother, your life is just so much better if you look at it half full. So I love that there.
I
Um,
agree.
Wave, I've obviously been following you for a while now. I've heard you on a couple podcasts. That's why I reached out. If
Mhm.
someone's listening to this and they haven't heard of you before, can you let us know a little bit about what it is you do? Like, do you just do silly dances on
Yeah.
TikTok all day, or do you
No,
monetize it? So give us
not at all.
what you do and how you got into it as well.
Yeah, well, I call myself a TikTok marketing expert and coach. So I've helped over 300 clients grow their TikTok accounts through coaching and courses. And I take what I call a community over virality approach. And we can talk
Mm,
about that a little bit more later. But really, I help in, I specialize in helping brands and business owners, entrepreneurs. I work with a lot of influencers to basically use TikTok as another social media marketing tool. That's what it is, right? To generate more leads and make more money and impact with their business.
awesome. And how did you get into that wave? Because TikTok's still fairly new in regards to
Yeah.
social media platforms. How did you stumble across that?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. So pre-COVID, I had another business where I was doing personal brand photography, and I also was doing some personal brand coaching. So a lot of the women I was creating content for, I was teaching them how to tell their brand story, and really like what to post on social media to market themselves for their business. And then the pandemic happened, COVID happened, is around March 2020. And just before that, I had a friend who was an Instagram coach who was like, you should get on TikTok. There's a lot of opportunities there. And then, I actually scrolled, I think, for a month, at least a month, just kind of scrolled around on the app. I was so overwhelmed and intimidated by all the buttons and the features. And it was just it was bizarre. It was completely like bizarre to me. And then I eventually got the courage to post, and I started posting content with the thought that maybe, I could generate more leads in my coaching business because, photography completely shut down. I had to return deposits for photo shoots, and I really didn't know what was going on. And I really didn't know when I could do those photo shoots again. They involved travel and that sort of thing. And so I got on TikTok, started posting, playing around. And then I had what I would call now a semi-viral video, which was about a Zoom hack. Like this, right? This was the exact week that pretty much the world went into lockdown and everybody was on Zoom. I did this hack about the beauty filter on Zoom that a lot of people didn't know. That went semi-viral.
Wait, hold on. There's a beauty feature on Zoom?
Yes, go into the preferences.
I might do this right now. I wish I knew this before the podcast, but
you should. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So that went semi-viral, and that's what got me hooked. And then I was like, wow, there's so much power in this app. And I started sharing my success with my Instagram audience. And then, I started getting a lot of questions. What are you doing over there? How are you making this work for your business? Can you generate leads? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, yes. And then it was a light bulb moment. I could teach this. I was like, there's coaches for Instagram. Why wouldn't there be coaches for TikTok? And there's not very many of them. At that point, there was, less than 10. I saw a lot of opportunity. And for once, in my life, I actually felt really, really aligned with TikTok and helping people learn how to use it. And maybe that's because, to be quite honest, in my photography business over the past years, I really did struggle with imposter syndrome, comparing myself to other people. I had a lot of limiting beliefs. And when I got on TikTok, I just saw so much potential in how, with my background in personal branding, how you could use everybody needs a personal brand on TikTok to stand out, and how much of my marketing background I could apply there and really make it work. And I got so excited, and I just felt so aligned with it. And it's just been no turning back since then. So I think I officially launched the business in July 2020, end of July 2020. Did it full time. One of the things I did to get really good at TikTok was the first 4 months, I did nothing but account reviews. So what I would do is go on live, use the live stream function. I would go on there. I would talk about, I would look at people's accounts and give them a few tips. And then I would say, if you're interested in booking, an account review, you can book a 15 account review. And it was like $20. It was like nothing. And then, I'd get off these lives and I'd have all these, Calendly link appointments and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But I just did the work. And I learned so much. I learned so much from talking to people and figuring out what they struggle with. And that's really how I became successful at TikTok. Was I then saw all the problems and I found solutions for them, specifically for business owners. And that is what formed the basis of all my teachings and strategies, what I teach in my courses, all those types of things. So that's how I learned TikTok.
Love it. And for everyone listening, I'll put all the links down below, so you can follow Wave on TikTok, and then also to all her courses and her coaching as well. So you can check that out. Now, Wave, I'm not much of a TikTok person myself, and most people listening are probably in a similar situation to me, where we've got a TikTok account, we know what it is, don't really post much, not really getting much business from it. Before we get into the specifics, can you give us a bit of an overview? What are the advantages of TikTok? What does it have that other platforms don't have? And how can we also kind of use it for business as well? There might be a lot in there, but just give us the breakdown there.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's a discoverability-based platform. So we know how, when you're a business owner, visibility is really important. Yeah. So because of the nature of the app, what we call the FYP or the For You page, there's a lot of discoverability, right? Remember, you go onto the app, you go to the For You page, you watch videos from other creators, and it is curated to your taste. So people can find you.
That you don't already follow,
right? So this is a lot different than, say, Instagram, where, you already have a relationship with your followers. You already have that audience. So one key thing to think about is that you have to attract people who don't know you, who are complete strangers, from the For You page, to your content, get them to engage with you, to follow you, and all that sort of thing. So that's a really key and main difference between Instagram and TikTok to consider. So discoverability pace. So there is more organic reach than any other platform, right? One of the big, and that is the main appeal of TikTok, right? Is this chance or opportunity that you can go viral and build a huge audience. Now, like I said before, I teach more of a community over virality approach. What that means is I'm not against going viral, but you want to go viral for the right reasons, especially when you're a business owner. So, just like every other social media platform, you want to attract the right people to your account. And often, I've seen this so many times with clients, is that they go viral for the wrong reasons because they posted some joke or funny video, and then they got 50,000 kids following them. And then their account kind of dies. And they're like, well, no one's engaging in my other videos. No one's buying my fitness programs. Well, because you have like 50,000 kids following you. So you have to be really careful. You want to go viral with intention, and you really want to focus on community, right? Like, you honestly do not need to have hundreds of thousands of followers to make money on TikTok. You do not need to go viral to make sales. It can help, yes, but you don't need those things, right? And this is the same as other social media platforms, right? You just need to attract the right people. So that's what I really focus on. And I've seen this with clients time and time again. I had a client, fitness coach, with 200 followers. He made 10K, 200 followers. Yeah. He just sold 2 5K online fitness programs.
There we go.
So you can do it. You don't need a lot of followers. Within a few days, he was at 1,000. And then of course he's grown since then, but it's so possible. That's why I get so excited about TikTok now. I totally have gone off track. So one other thing I want to mention, benefits is, it's short form video. Hello. We know how popular short form video is. And TikTok content is easy to repurpose to Reels, to Facebook, to Pinterest story pins. Like, all the other social platforms are developing short form video, building that into their platform. So, it's the future of social media. It's popular, it's bite-sized, it's blending that entertainment with education. So much opportunity on this app.
Yeah. Can I give a quick summary for the listeners? Just my takeaway
Sure.
on that. Yeah. So I think some really good points that Wave. I think some really good points that Wave brought up there was like the visibility side of things, where it's like, and let's compare it to some other platforms. Let's use Facebook as an example. If you're on a Facebook business page, forget about it. If you're on your Facebook personal profile, the only people that are going to see it are people that are already following you or friends with you.
Yeah.
If you've got a Facebook group, that's fine. But the only people that are going to see that are the people in that Facebook group, right? If you're on LinkedIn, same sort of thing there, right? You're going to post it. Most people, you might see the odd one that one of your friends commented on, but most posts you're going to see people already following you, right? Instagram, I think, especially before Instagram Reels, before Instagram Reels, it was impossible. Like, you'd go to your feed and straight away it would be there. I think Instagram saw what TikTok did and is like, all right, let's put this Instagram reel thing here. And I think, like, especially when TikTok first came out, the thing that kind of attracted me was it was more about other people. It was more about people you don't follow. Like, I can't remember the last time I logged. Well, I don't look at it enough now to know, but it's like when you used to log in, straight away, it wouldn't take you to the people you follow. The first screen you see would be anyone. Is it still like
the For You page? Yes, it is still like that.
Yeah. Whereas most other platforms, the first thing you see is that there might be ways to find other people, but most people, and then the only one that I guess is you could kind of compare is maybe YouTube, where it shows you catered things, but it's like YouTube's like a 30-40 minute video, and you're going to go on, and you're going to go there and watch one, maybe two, TikTok, like, you're going to go through there and see, well, it depends how addicted you are. You probably see about 1,000 in an hour, but
it's designed to keep you scrolling.
Yeah. So I think there's some really good opportunities there for people. What about, and also I like how you said the combination of entertainment as well. And I think that's a good skill to master in general. Like, I feel even if you're not going to be an expert TikToker, it's going to help if you can capture people's attention in 15 seconds. Even if you are a YouTuber or a, Facebook Live person or whatever, if you can learn those, the how to engage with someone in 15 seconds, it's going to help there. So I love that. In terms of business wave, let's say someone's watching this and they're kind of like, yeah, I get it. I can do some fun stuff and maybe get some followers, but how does that kind of lead to leads or sales?
Sure. Well, you should be using call to actions in your content, but you can really just use TikTok as a sales funnel, right? Remember, you're putting out content to attract an audience. You're nurturing that audience. You're educating, that positions you as the authority figure, the expert in your area. And then, you're moving people through the funnel. You're using call to actions to get them to engage with you, to sign up for your lead magnet, to join your Facebook group. And then you're making your offers and helping them move down the funnel till they eventually take action to buy.
Gotcha.
So completely can be used like that.
Okay. Couple questions for you here. So
Yeah.
Number one, let's start with the actual, I guess, tech side of things. Can you put links in TikTok? And if so, where?
Directly in your TikTok video, do you mean?
Oh, so kind of like, some platforms you can put it in the description, some you can put it in a comment, some you can put it in your bio, some you can send it in a DM.
Yes. So you have, there's basically two account types on TikTok. There is the business account, and then there's what's called a personal account.
Gotcha.
So the personal account is meant for content creators and the business account for businesses. Okay. Now in the business account, you get a link in bio immediately.
Okay.
However, and you get some other benefits as well. However, you do not get access to trending or popular music.
Now, if you go to the business account?
Yes.
Oh,
so if you, right, because it's considered advertising, so you cannot use copyrighted music. So if you use the creator account, you have to wait till you hit 1,000 followers to be able to get the link in bio.
Gotcha.
So it's up to you based on your goals, what you want to use. If the trending music's really important to you, many people do go onto the creator account and use that account and they hit the first milestone of 1,000 followers so that they can get the link in their bio so that they can start funneling.
Do you have a recommendation, Wave?
I'm on the creator account. I've always been on the creator account, but if you sell a physical product, you might want to consider the business account and you have a Shopify site just because they do product tagging and you can put links in your videos. So similar to what they have on Instagram.
Gotcha.
But I think, everybody here is more of a digital product, right?
Everyone will be a digital.
Yeah. So you probably most likely want to use the creator account
and just build your audience, right? So
build your audience. People. Yeah.
Awesome. And there's DMs on TikTok as well, right?
Yes. So it's a little complicated. They're not the same as Instagram DMs. So they're not as robust. Okay. You cannot send clickable links. You cannot send photos or videos.
Gotcha.
You can send TikTok videos, other TikTok videos, but you can't upload a video and send that. So there's no clickable links. You can't send a photo. It's really just chat. Now on the personal account, your DMs are only open to mutuals or friends, right? People, gotcha. You mutually follow each other. Yep. On the business account, the DMs are open. So strangers can DM you. You can set up automated responses. Again, it can be a little bit tough for that feature. A lot of people don't really use the TikTok DMs so much. They either get people over to the Instagram DMs or you're building the relationship in the comments.
Yeah, gotcha. And
or live streaming.
Awesome. Okay, so there's live streaming as well. Okay. One more question on that. So let's say, and it's quite connected with Instagram, right? It's pretty easy where if you follow someone, the click of a button, right?
Yeah. So, TikTok is one of the only platforms that allows you to directly link to YouTube and Instagram right in your profile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go in to edit your profile on your main profile page, you can directly link and it shows up right on your profile page. People just tap on it and it takes you right there. So really easy.
Gotcha. All right, cool. I think there's some good ideas there. So your specialty is specifically trends. Is that right, Wave?
Yes. So
or one of your specialties.
One of my specialties, yes. So this is one way that I grew on the app and made myself stand out and developed a personal brand was to specialize in trends. And I did this through what I call trend alerts. So I started doing these in August around August of 2020, seeing that these trends, really reporting on what was becoming popular and predicting the trend before it hits the Discover page. And this was a popular piece of content that helped me grow, because I realized that really what it is it's a content idea. People need ideas for content. And they, right. And they followed me because they want more of those ideas. That's how I built up my brand on TikTok as the queen of trend alerts. And I still do that to this day. I spend a lot of time researching trends, looking for trends, and that sort of thing.
So a couple things here. And for people listening, Wave sends that out in her newsletter as well. So if you want to check out the latest trends, I'll put the link down in the show notes, and you can check in there. There's a couple things here. We'll get to the trends in a sec.
Yeah.
Quick question on I guess the balance between the trend, it's a tough question to ask, but I'm kind of because as you mentioned before, it's kind of all right, let's post content that gets the right people to follow us, and then let's get those people in our in our funnel. But now I'm kind of thinking, hold on, but if we have these trends that everyone follows, are we going to get the right people? How do we kind of balance that?
Yeah, no, this is a great question. So remember, I always say, even though I talk a lot about trends are only one pillar of your content. And I teach content pillars just like you would use for Instagram. You can use content pillars for TikTok. Gotcha. And for business owners, for business owners, trends are not a huge pillar. You might only post trends a few times a week, whereas an entertainment account might be posting trends every day.
Gotcha.
Right? So they're just a small piece of your content. And the key with using trends is that you have to adapt it to your niche, which is why I only announce trends on my page that can be adapted to your niche. So you put your own unique spin on it with a joke that is relatable to your target audience and that relates to your niche. And these are the types of trends that get really popular on TikTok. They're the ones that hit the Discover page. That is the page on TikTok where they show it's updated daily. It's a curated list of everything that's trending.
Love it. Okay, cool. That makes so much sense. That sounds awesome. Let's go back a step as well. If someone's listening to this and they're like, wait, what the hell is a trend? Can you give us I know what it is, but can you tell the listeners what is a trend?
There's so many different types of trends on TikTok. There are lip sync trends, and there are dancing trends. There are
the
POV trends.
The pointing ones.
Yeah, there's trending hashtags, trending sounds, trending effects. Now, the type of trend that I recommend doing most and that are very, very popular on the app, and I announce a lot of them, are what I call POV trends. Very popular on TikTok. Point of view. So you're either expressing your own point of view or someone else's point of view. So I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but basically what these POV trends are is that there will be lyrics of a song or dialogue, like people talking. That is the punchline. So you're going to put in text a joke that relates to the punchline of that sound or the dialogue.
Gotcha.
And some of them are really easy. So for example, right now there's a trend where a girl's just going, and then at the end she goes, yeah. So all you have to do is in text, make a joke about something you agree with.
Gotcha.
That relates to your niche, and then just go, yeah.
Gotcha.
Very easy, right? They are easy trends. They only take a few minutes to make because all you have to do is think of the joke. So I hope that is helpful. So 100%. Yeah, you want to.
I might even.
And those, like I said, those are the ones that hit the Discover page and are really popular because they're so adaptable to the different niches.
And it's kind of I like those ones as well. Watching those ones because I get to see the creativity on that person, especially if I see it across different niches. So let's say I see it in a fitness kind of niche, and then I see someone else do it in a market. I'm like, that's clever. That person. This is a fitness thing, but they did. That's clever. And it's like. The one that I think I logged on this morning or something, there's like a marching one. Have you seen that one? Someone's like, this is me marching to somewhere, or this is me going to somewhere. And it's a person.
It could be one that's a joke about mental health.
Oh, I don't.
Maybe. And they're like.
Yeah. That one.
That's kind of like a joke. You make a joke about something, hold on, can we cut for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry, because I saw. So I think you're talking about the mental health trend where people are marching and kind of stomping on the ground.
Yep.
And so you're making a joke about something that you're doing that's going to help you with your mental health.
There we go.
Yeah. And again, you would relate that to your niche.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let's go. We'll do a couple different things. I know like the best place, the question is essentially how can someone find the best trends, right? My opinion, the easiest thing is just to opt into your newsletter and get it that way there.
Yeah.
But let's say they wanted to find out on their own. How does someone do you just scroll through your feed and you see one 2 or 3 times and this is trending, or is it too late at that stage, or how does someone get an idea?
Absolutely. So you can find trends on your FYP. So when you're scrolling, what I'm doing is looking for patterns. So if I hear a sound I haven't heard before, and maybe I hear it like within the span of a minute, like 2 times in a video, then I'm like, And if I see someone taking an action in the video, like doing something specific, I'll know it's a trend. So the first thing I do is, especially if I haven't heard that sound, is tap on the record.
The what, sorry?
The record, there's a little record in the lower right corner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's going to take you to the sound page.
Gotcha.
Under the sound page is a list of all the videos that have used that sound.
Gotcha.
So you look at the top few videos and you want to look at when they are made. So you want to know how recent is it? Because if it's, a week, if it's 2 weeks ago, I'm like, no, it's old. It's kind of, it's not really any good. So if the top few videos are within the last few days, within a week, then I'm like, oh, okay, this has potential. The next thing I look at is how many videos are made with this. If it's 1,000 videos, I might be like, okay, I'm going to watch it just for a day. I usually take a screenshot and then I'll go back the next day and I'll check to see how much it's grown, just to see if people. Is that because it's too late?
Is that because it's too late?
No, it's so early.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And I'm not sure if this is actually something that is going to be popular. So I want to see how fast it is growing. If the next day and I go back and it's at 5,000 videos, I'll be like, whoa, this is popular. A lot of people are doing this trend. It's like, I need to announce this now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
also, if there's like 300,000 videos, then it kind of also is telling you, oh, well, this is saturated, right? And it's probably not that new. So you definitely want to, get them when they're around 5,000 to, I would say 20,000. I feel like when there's like 30,000 or even 50,000, majority of people already know what the trend is about.
And they're over it,
They're over it. Yeah. Like trends, seriously, trends on TikTok, they go so fast. They used to last, like, I would say 7 to 10 days. Now they last like 3 to 5, and people are onto the new thing. There's so much demand, and people are consuming content so rapidly. And you hear these sounds over and over again that they start to drive you crazy. And then you get tired. People get tired of it and they hear that sound on their For You page and they just scroll, which can hurt your video. So that's why everybody wants to jump on trends early. That is your best chance for growth.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Let's say someone's like me, 30 something, right? And we might watch, not me, I understand that all the time, but let's pretend a friend of mine sometimes watches TikTok videos and doesn't understand the trend, doesn't understand what's going on in the video. Is there like a TikTok explainer for dummies kind of thing where if you're like, hey, here are the top trends, here's exactly what you got to do or the purpose of it or whatever? Does anything like that exist?
I don't think so. I think,
do you ever get
pretty
that?
Clear. There are times when I do kind of like, I'm like, what is going on here? And then I go to the comment section, and the comment section usually explains, especially if it's a viral video, it'll explain. Yeah. Why, kind of what's going on or why this is trending.
That's a good point. And just for the older people, you may need to be careful, because I commented once. I was like, I don't get it. What's going on? And someone replied, and like 5 people replied. They're like, you're too old. You're too old. You're too old. Because it was like, I don't know if you remember this one, but it was like, it was kind of like, it was a date. It was like a couple, right? And you did it with your partner, a guy and a girl. And the girl had to ask the guy, do you know who this person is? And she'd ask like, a couple big celebrities. And the last one was like a porn star, right? And the guy had to, the boyfriend, the joke of it was like the boyfriend basically had to pretend he didn't know who the porn star was. And I was like, I didn't know who the porn star was because she's a younger one, you know? And I was
Right.
kind of like, really? And then
yeah. So those are the type of trends I wouldn't really announce because that's harder. Like you can't really adapt that to a niche.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So an entertainment account might repeat that trend.
Yeah.
Or a couple's account, but for a business owner, it's not like a trend I would recommend.
Yeah. Makes sense. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, we're coming to the end of the podcast here, Wave. There's just a couple questions I like to always finish up with. Now,
hit me up.
Awesome. Now, this podcast is for course creators, right? Now, I know you've got some online courses yourself. Just out of curiosity, what's your course platform of choice, or which one do you currently use, and what are your thoughts?
So my course platform is Thinkific. And I love them because of their customer service. When I joined Thinkific, I had someone personally reach out to me and said, hey, do you want to jump on a 30-minute call? And I took that up because I had some previous problems on another course platform. And I was so frustrated with them. I wanted to be sure that Thinkific, I had very specific questions and wanted to be sure that this was the platform I was going to invest my time and energy in. So their customer service is great. I would only say the, kind of downfall about Thinkific, it doesn't have the best capabilities for building a landing page.
Yeah.
But there's solutions, there's workarounds for that. Click funnels and that sort of thing. But overall, I love Thinkific.
Awesome. Yeah, agree. So
and they're a Canadian-based company, so
they are too. That's right. Yeah. Vancouver, I think they are.
Yes.
I agree. I think in terms of the online course, they're great. The one limiting feature is they may not have the funnels and the sales. Aren't quite as good as.
They don't. But they are improving. They are improving. They just added like an order bumps feature, which is really cool. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Next question, Wave, is around mentors. So you're obviously a mentor for plenty of people that want to get better on TikTok. Yeah. Before that, you were a mentor for plenty of personal brands, photographers as well. I'm curious to hear who your biggest mentors have been. If you could answer this in a few different ways, if you could give us, and it doesn't have to be TikTok specific, right? It can be marketing specific, whatever, right? But basically a book that you recommend everyone should read if they want to grow their online business. Who you're someone that you've paid money to. So you've either done their course or their coaching program and it had a really big influence on you, and someone that you haven't paid, but you follow them on social, right? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcast, whatever. So mentors, paid, unpaid, and book.
Okay. You want all of those, right?
Yes. One of each.
Okay. So, first of all, I did follow someone online for a very long time and purchased quite a few of her programs. And that is Jenna Kutcher. I learned a lot about personal branding from her. Yeah. She's really, really good at storytelling and personal branding. So I love her for that. And she was previously a photographer, which was what I did as well. So I felt very connected to that. And I did some of her Instagram, her Pinterest, her photography courses and so on.
Good podcast as well. I think she's got one of the most popular marketing podcasts
Gold
in the world.
Podcast. Yeah. Okay. So for book, Donald Miller, Building a Brand Story, great book. Yeah. Yep. So this is all going back to branding, personal branding. Because that is my background, and it is something that I do teach, as well on TikTok, to stand out. And then the other one was paid mentor.
Yep. So are we using Jenna Kutcher as the unpaid, or is she going to be your paid?
Kind of. I mean, I've done courses with her, but I have worked with so many different business coaches. I've invested a lot over the past few years. I think it's close to $25,000. You know how it is in this industry. And I always do believe good coaches have a coach themselves. 100%. So I have a business coach.
Best?
Oh, who's the best?
Well, either the best or the current. You can give us either one of those.
Oh, this is a tough question.
You can rattle off a few if you want. You can say, hey, these are my biggest, or two or three biggest.
It's kind of interesting because one that I did learn from has actually left the online space, which is very interesting. So I did a coaching program with Melissa Farr. Not sure if she was New York based. You know, I've always been really attracted to more of the feminine energies. And when it comes to marketing, so she's also really, really good for copywriting, storytelling. I've learned so much digital marketing from her. So I'm going to say her. I was very sad that she's left the online space and decided to pursue something else. You know, I think she during the pandemic, there was a lot of changes in her life for her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Great tips there. Wave, I'm sure there's going to be a whole heap of people listening to this, watching this, that are like, all right, you know, this woman is cool. I want to follow her all over the place, or maybe I have TikTok or I don't have TikTok. Where's the best place we can go to connect with you?
For sure. So I have a Facebook group, TikTok for Entrepreneurs. It's an awesome community of, you know, 4,500 people. It's very active, supportive, and we have a lot of fun in there. We got lots of learning resources too. So you're welcome to join there and continue to learn. Yeah, and you can also sign up for Waves Weekly, a trend report. So that comes out weekly. It's a list of 10 to 20 trends in various niches. So there's a lot of variety and content ideas.
Awesome. I'm going to sign up right after this podcast as well. So everyone listening, you might see me doing some of these trends as well.
Yeah.
Wave, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for today. Is there anything I should have asked you but forgot to, or anything you want to finish us off with?
I think, you know, the debunk, like, you know, the myth that your audience isn't on TikTok.
That's a good point.
That's, you know, a lot of people still believe that, which I think is crazy, but that's because I spent all my time on TikTok. So remember, through the pandemic, the app completely changed. Yes, it was very skewed towards a younger audience, but now the overtaking the younger audience, the over 18, are millennials, right? The curve has the bell curve, or no, it's not really truly a bell curve. But it has leveled out. It has leveled out now. So millennials, Gen X on the app, all ages, all demographics, man, all niches are on TikTok, not just fitness. Like you have book talk, you have anime talk, you know, you've got video games, you have, travel content creators, food content creators, yes, musicians, of course. There's lots of musicians, entertainers,
languages,
pet accounts. Yes, there are language accounts. Everything's on TikTok.
Yeah,
everything. I've seen people, lots of people teaching languages. I've seen people. I've even have one follower. He does like linguistics, like the history of linguistics. There's people who review Starbucks drinks. Anything. This is the beauty of TikTok. Anything can be a niche. Yeah. Anything.
And it's kind of
I once found an account where all the guy does is clean toilets. And he does what?
Did you follow that one?
But yeah, it does. It's ASMR videos. This is also something that's really important to know about TikTok is when you join the app, you really need to become familiar with the culture of TikTok. It is different than Instagram. First of all, it's all built on authenticity. And playfulness and being a little bit silly. And there's a lot of jokes, there's a lot of memes, and of course the trends. But there are these genres of videos that don't seem to exist anywhere else before TikTok came along, and ASMR is one of them. So ASMR are these videos where there's no music, there's no talking. It's just an emphasis on the sounds that are being made by the objects in the video. So he's cleaning toilets and just emphasizing the sounds. And yeah, so right, that is kind of the bizarre part of TikTok. But yes, there's a lot of business owners on the app to completely crushing it. Like I said, you can use it to sell your courses.
Yeah.
I've sold lots of courses there. You do that through your content and through live streaming. Yeah, a lot of business owners crushing it on the app, selling products and services.
Because I think also as a course creator, you've already got video content. So it's kind of like if you can just tailor it for the app, you know, there's going to be a way. And like most people listening to this, there are going to be a lot of people that have marketing courses, but also a lot of people that have language courses, music courses, relationship courses, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like me, like, and I think there's obviously a trend in the world where like time is just the most valuable thing, right? So it's kind of like, say, for example, myself, let's use relationship. Let's say I want some dating tips, right? I could go on YouTube and watch a 10-minute video. I'd much prefer to just go on TikTok, you know, and just get 15 tips here. I like history as well.
There's a
right?
lot of dating coaches on
Exactly.
TikTok too.
I like
Yeah.
history as well, right?
Mhm.
There's even some good history videos on there.
There
When I was
are
on a bit more
accounts that just I've seen like World War II history
yeah,
accounts. Yeah.
and especially
Everything.
especially let's use history. I can't be bothered reading 1,000-page history book, right? Show me the 1-minute summary on TikTok and give me an understanding, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe
Yeah.
that'll get me into something a bit more and go from there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up that point there. Hey, let's leave it at that way. Thanks very much for your time.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you.